Today's 2K coverage, Chris Puckett here in the New York City studio. Benson will be joining me again shortly. Right now, though, we are in game number 1 of our quarterfinal match. This is going to be OpTic Gaming taking on Team Kaliber. Both teams not affected by the roster mania quite yet. They're with both of their starting lineups from Season 1. And so far, it's OpTic Gaming with control on board with Formal 62-37 as they are now in the third hardpoint. Looking through, you can see on the mini-map pressure all coming from poolside. 3 members from TK all trying to push in. Goonjar now in the mix, jumping in, not going to be able to get much done. Sharp still contesting, and OpTic players continue to flood in from the back, but it looks like TK may have won it for the moment. They're going to clean up the last 5 seconds, but now the pressure is on this bottom hill. You see that kill feed all red. It's nothing but Team Kaliber getting these pickups down low. OpTic Gaming trying to battle back behind. It looks like nade shot, but Goonjar down low. Causing some problems here with the ASM-1, Ben.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Goon locking that hill down. Slow start for him as well, though. 7 and 14, double negative. And he's kind of struggled today.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best of starts. When you look at his end-of-game stats, they're not awful.
Right.
But he's definitely not the guy who's got the hot hand in the first 2 minutes.
Which is weird, because normally he can be one of the more consistent kind of players, just because he's kind of more passive, plays a little slower, so to see him struggle off the break is unusual. But Team Kaliber coming back into this game here of Hardpoint Retreat. This is OpTic Gaming's best Hardpoint, too. We have seen them obliterate teams in this. So the fact that TK are hanging on, I'm impressed.
It's a good 30-point comeback from that third hill now to the fourth, which they've almost controlled 50 of the 60 seconds.
Look at that setup as well.
TK brings it within 4 as we're reaching about the halfway point. Still a minute to go as we go to hill number 5.
Sharp needs to pick up these kills. Wow, firing marshmallows essentially. Goonjar coming up, he falls as well. It's going to be Nade and Scump inside the hill. Scumpy still there, he falls. So back and forth action so far on this last hill here on Retreat. Crim jumps up top, he falls.
Just killed every single member of OpTic Gaming. Nade shot Scump, Formal, then Crim 6 to win this hardpoint. A huge individual play.
And he did that whilst on the hill as well. That's the important thing to note. He was keeping that hill controlled. His teammates had all fallen. It was basically all down to him. And he is locking this down. He really needs a teammate to win a gunfight over towards that turtle side, and that's exactly what has just happened. It's actually Goonjar will play. So that just relieves a little bit of pressure there from Theory. He no longer needs to worry about behind him, and that staircase can really just focus his gunfire towards the front 2 doors. And OpTic Gaming struggling a little bit after that first set of rotations.
Look at Team Kaliber right now. You got Theory again having a fantastic game, 21 and 16. He's +5, leading the team with captures. You got TK's Looney right behind him, 22 and 18. And then you got the OpTic boys. Very slow start for Crim 6 and Nade shot. Nade shot -9, Crim -6 after the halfway point has passed.
Again, calling out Goonjar for slow starts, but heating himself back up. That was a 6th streak for him. 17 and 19, almost even. So look what's going on with Formal. Last player alive for OpTic Gaming for a while. Challenging with the barrel up close and personal. Goonjar is going to just shred through him. Theory.
What's going wrong for Nade? Let's stay on board with him for a bit.
All right, 11 and 21 to start. And just
shots off.
Shots off, yeah. There's wobbly kind of shot going on there. Not what you want to see if you're an OpTic Gaming fan. 141 to 93 in favor of TK as they are, oopsie daisy, really starting to build themselves a bit of a lead.
More EMPs being used in these game modes. It's not just stuns anymore. So you can see the effect it had on the previous hill. TK trying to set up for the rotation once again. Hardpoint is being locked down by Goonjar. Sharp and Theory on the outsides for slaying. And Goon, he's going to have to jump in there because all the OpTic is setting to break up from the lobby.
This is a really nice setup from TK as Theory tags 1, picks up the 2nd kill, Sharp off spawn, rotating across. Should be able to trade a couple of kills here. There's 1, looks for the 2nd. I believe that's actually going to be Scumpy on the hill.
I like the nades.
Support. And Sharp, just as long as he stays there, he can just wait for some team support, and unfortunately he does fall, and it's going to be OpTic Gaming with the favorable spawn.
Yeah, that is 3 down real quick. Scump got 2. Formal had a big 2-piece as well. And OpTic is going to bring it back within 50 points here, but TK, after a very slow start in the first 2.5, 3 minutes, kind of controlling this game. Are you surprised, Ben?
Very. I'm not going to lie. Very, very surprised. the fact that, you know, you look at TK's recent run hasn't really been that impressive. You look at OpTic Gaming's recent run, it's been extremely impressive. I know OpTic Gaming have been waiting for over an hour to play the round before that, before not actually even playing. So there is going to be that, but I feel, you know, it's a top level play. You can't let that affect your game too much. But TK definitely coming out looking a better side early on here in the series.
Formal on your screen has been leading the team in kills this entire time, but he's barely positive, just +1. Scrumpy even at 29-29. They're coming down to the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. OpTic needs to turn it around on this hard point. Just 130 seconds left in the game, and really, they're down by 50.
And not controlling that back cave spawn either, and TK just going to continuously challenge McCrim with a big two-piece. Now needs to have a big individual play, not going to find the third, and that's going to be Sharp who cleans him up as he also gets a second kill there on Formal. And with just 2 hills left in the rotation before the end of the game, 196 to 138 in favor of TK. It's going to be very, very hard for OpTic to come back into this game.
Since that statue hardpoint, Sharp's, he's just been going off. Look at that kill difference. Now 35, looking for his 40 bomb. Definitely going to get it here. He's setting up very well with the ballot, and we've seen Sharp kind of mix it up his options between the bow and the ASM-1.
Yep.
Pretty interesting to see him kind of in a different role. I expect Goonjar to be back bowing. Instead, it's Sharp hanging back, and Goon has been taking the ASM-1 to work all game long.
Hey, as long as it's working as a team, that's all that matters ultimately, but weird contrast of players using different weapons. We have seen Sharp use both, we've seen Goon use both as well, so
right.
Probably just a map preference thing. It's still mathematically possible for a comeback, but it's going to be tough. It basically means you can't have any contests come in, and OpTic Gaming needs to pick up every single point in this game.
This last hard point, always the most important. You can lock it down for a full 60 if playing properly. And here you see, with 50 seconds left on the clock, OpTic Gaming not out of it yet. Formal picks up a big 2. It's going to be up to Scump and Krim. Scump coming up the back stairs, has to break it immediately.
They need the hill time there. That's the key, and I actually don't think that's...
I think one contest, and it's over.
Oh, it's over.
Done.
Wow. Look at Theory. 39 and 32 again up there. He drops 40 for the second time today that we've actually seen on stream. Looney, 38-35. Sharp, 36-24. Really weird seeing Goonjar on the bottom of the scoreboard.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. You're fine with that. When your teammates are dropping, you know, 3 of them almost dropping 40 kills, that's good. Don't even worry about it. Maybe it's just something we have to kind of get used to a little bit. Goonjar changing his role in this game, more so than we've seen in the past. Hey, if 3 of his teammates are going to go off like that, I'm good. Don't even worry about it.
What a performance. Team Kaliber, after a rough start, coming rallying back behind Theory. He was the one with the hot hand through the first half. Sharp and Looney coming alive on the second half, and they're going to take it. Kind of looked easy, to be honest, on the last 2 hard points. They really didn't struggle holding down the bottom hill or the top there. Yeah,
made it look very simple indeed. Looking up to gaming, really, you know, 21-38, the bottom nade shot, 35-38 Scump. Just comes down to those kills.
Absolutely,
it just
guys,
comes down to kills.
Before we break off and go to commercial here, I want to show you where we're at in the bracket right now. We also have some new rosters playing today, so if you're just joining the show, here's what our tournament looks like. OpTic Gaming making a quick run through the top half. They only had to really go through the Dream Team. Now they're playing against Team Kaliber here in the round of 8. Envy took out OpTic Nation. That was a bit of a surprise. Envy playing with a new lineup today. They keep Merc and Nameless. They add Zuma and Saints from Denial. They had to play against OpTic Nation with the original starting lineup. And then it was FaZe who took out AR. But this isn't the FaZe, the normal starting lineup today. It was Aches and Slasher with Enable and Miracles. Were you surprised to see Envy take them out?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm really surprised by that. You know, I kind of looked at that FaZe team and thought, hey, this has potential to be a very, very strong team, but Envy coming out, they're stronger.
We'll see what is going to happen here. Squad, actually, another team to look out for today. JCap playing with Replays Classic and Attach.
I want to point out, I did say this.
Denial.
I said this a while ago, and not a lot of people kind of had faith in that. That FaZe Red team, I think now, more than ever, chemistry is going to be key for teams going into champs. And if that is a team, I really expect them to do quite well.
You do?
Yep.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Actually, I believe FaZe is still in it.
Oh, they are still in it?
I misspoke. Sorry. Heard something wrong in my ear, guys. They're on uplink right now.
That's our top 8 on the screen as it stands right now.
Yeah, you'll notice some interesting rosters today, including Prophecy. They got Clayster playing with Parasite, Ricky, and Embos.
Is that the actual name of the team, though?
No.
I don't think it is.
But I had Ron simplify it for our Season 1. If these trades happen, these would be probably the rosters they would officially play on.
Are these trades actually possible, though? Is the question.
Envy and Denial, that's an easy trade.
But the question is, how do you get Enable and
Clayster's
Miracles?
Got to go to Justice at some point.
Clay to Justice. That would give him a teammate of Mochilla. Surprised to see them not trying to make something happen today. That would have made a little bit more sense. But
the FaZe lineup is the hardest one to put together because you're taking one player from 2 different teams.
But then, as well as that, you have to think, well, where do the other 2 players from FaZe go?
Right.
Apathy and Sensor. You know, Sensor, the face of FaZe, in my mind. You know, he's done so well branding himself out. He may not be the best player, but you know, he definitely has that brand recognition now. When you think of FaZe competitively, you're gonna think of Doug Sensor Martin.
Ron, do you know if this FaZe game is in Game 2?
I would assume that would be
Game 3 or Game 4.
I would assume Game 4, simply because it's been going on a long time. It was 1-1 last time I checked. I mean, I can see if I can find out.
We'll do our research here.
Let me check. Down 1-2 to FaZe. Yeah, 2-1 up off FaZe.
Okay,
that's more what I was expecting.
Yes.
Looking at that series. Again,
excuse me, guys.
Moobot completely
Terrible.
wrong. Moobot completely wrong about that one.
Yeah, way wrong.
0-3. The player.
Now it was the Hardpoint though that FaZe lost. I think that was the most shocking. Envy.
Is it though? You think about that? Saints, Zuma coming in
with Merc and Nameless though.
Yeah. No. But then
I look at this lineup for FaZe today, and I see nothing but Slay, Aches, Slasher, Enable, all guys who put up big positive numbers, and then Miracles with an opportunity to shine.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah, you would expect that team to pick up the hard points, but you know, I think that has Game 5 written all over it. They're playing uplink right now, down 5-0. So
yeah, and it looks like our Search and Destroy is going to be starting up over between TK and OpTic for the time, though. Ron, until that match is ready, let's go over here and tune in with Aches. Up or down 5-0 to Envy. They're playing from the more difficult side, we should point out. But still, 5-point lead. Envy's got to be feeling good at the start of this one.
I mean, they still have 2.5 minutes left, Chris, so plenty of time for FaZe to try and make something happen. When you have Aches up that spawn trapping, that's going to be the pass, and that's going to be a 2-point play.
Let's go. That's perfect.
All right. Good communication already.
They're pushing up blue. They're pushing up blue.
I love Enable's communication. I don't know what it is. Every single time I've ever heard him communicate in a team, it's always positive energy. He's never one to complain about it. And for me, that goes back to his Halo championship winning days.
And going way back to the Halo days when he and Flamesword were on the team. Flamesword, technically the captain. Enable, always a vocal leader, and really, as opposed to Call of Duty, the Halo guys would always have 4 communicators. Everyone on the team would constantly talk. You had to, because it was never one-on-one fights in Halo. It's always team battles. Multiple. So I really think if Aches and Enable are on the same team, the communication would be through the charts.
See, what's really interesting about me, and you'll be able to tell me if this is true or not, Enable used to say he had kind of a really bad communication.
He did.
At the very start of his career.
When he first started, he was very young, and he was trying to think of who else I can describe him as. Snipe down a neighbor from the Halo scene. More of a slasher type of personality in the booth, of where you just have a young Slayer who focuses on the kills, less about the communication at the start.
It's amazing how he's turned that around. It really is, as his career is
or even Attached. You know how Attached didn't talk much when he first got in? That was kind of Enable, just focus on getting the kills. But it looks like our OpTic gaming match is ready. This is game number 2. TK leads after a big win. They had to come back on retreat. Now it's going to be OpTic trying to answer back to tie things up 1 apiece here with Biolab S&D.
First blood in favor of Goonjar there, I believe it was, but already 2 players alive for OpTic Gaming. Krim and Formal make that just Krim 6. That was a very aggressive push from Sharp. No one actually picked up that bomb. from OpTic at the start, and that's what cost Formula his life there. He had to track back, pick it up, and why does the battery?
Yeah, that controller hates you.
That's That's the like 4th time today.
I forgive you.
It's okay. We need to get some new batteries.
Can Krim do this though?
No.
I thought he had the opportunity. It looked like he was going to be able to single out each player, and instead he's going to get outshot at the top door. So OpTic Gaming going to go down 0-1 here to start the S&D. They'll switch sides, though, and be on defense next. It's Theory, who had a very powerful game number 1, opening things up 2-0.
It goes back to what Methods was saying earlier on in the day. You know, when Theory gets himself going and gets pumped up, he's very, very hard to stop.
The X Factor.
He is, yeah. You know, every team he's been on, whenever he seems to have a very strong game, the team will do very, very well. Now, Team Kaliber on the attacking side, Theory on your screens. I just love his use of EMPs, but is that going to connect? I don't think it is. He goes for the charge up top.
Blue.
That's
He's got bomb.
How has he just done that to Scumpy? That's surprising.
Another player top green. You do not want to die with the bomb up top building, but it doesn't look like that's a problem. Everyone forced out. Looney and Theory picking up the first 2 kills. It's going to be a 3-on-2, and just as I say that, Looney pushes up too far. He's going to be punished. Theory trying to provide some supporting shots. Nade Shot picks up 2, so now a 1-on-1 Nade Shot versus Theory. If Nade Shot gets this, he will have the ace this round.
Got to feel good about Theory, though, in this position. Nade Shot's going to have to check that bomb.
You're not going to show the ace? You hate the ace?
No, he's not going to get the ace.
Oh, you're right.
You have to... In that situation, I know Nade's got 3 kills that round, but Theory playing hot with that positioning as well, knowing that Nade Shot's going to go check that bomb ultimately, you're going to... Well, or at least I'm going to favor Theory in that gunfight.
Oh, trust me, I always favor the person that should win, and then Nade Shot gets the ace, and then you hear about it on Twitter for a year. 5-0 start for Theory. What a monster.
Yeah, he's playing real well. Now, though, is someone from OpTic going to pick up the bomb this time?
Who do you expect to pick it up here?
Nade.
Okay.
I think bomb carrier should always be Nade. Just in my mind, I know Formal has been doing a lot of bomb carrying for OpTic Gaming. I think it's very map selective, though. And it depends on how Nade Shot is willing to play. Because for me, Nade Shot and Search and Destroy is key for OpTic Gaming success.
3-man stack on A defensively for Team Kaliber. They only have 1 player watching B. Now you see the rotation on the minimap starting to come in. But this is a great opportunity for OpTic just to get the bomb down instantly.
But I like that play, right? Because if you're TK, if OpTic Gaming are going to go A, they're going to do it quickly. Every single time you see a team push B on Biolab, it's always very, very slow. So they give themselves ample of time to actually rotate all the way back to that bomb site if needed. Now the bomb ultimately going down, it's down to Theory and Looney to try and make something happen.
Bomb is down. Nade Shot with the plant. Looney on the flank. Theory in the front with the bow. Looney in a tough spot. Gets one. Can he get out alive? Nice bait. Theory's going to pick up a second. So now it's going to be Formal in a 1v1, actually. He picks up a nice kill on Theory.
I'm surprised you managed to pick up that kill.
That's a round-changing kill, actually.
Yeah, he forces
Look how
the encounter from Looney.
Aggressive Looney is being.
I think Formal wins this. Yeah, he sees him. Oh, why is he punched? Oh, wow.
Panic knife. Doesn't matter. Able to clean it up.
OpTic Gaming's first round and almost shredded through him then. That was crazy considering he hit the punch button after seeing the boost come through.
Solid movement, though. Getting himself behind the box. Either way, OpTic now with the chance to tie things up. TK trying to pull away.
Do you think TK go 2-0 up here?
It's too early to tell, but I hope so, to be honest. I think OpTic is going to win the next 2 respawns. Yeah. Historically speaking,
yeah, no,
you can't say that's even a question.
No, I'm thinking about who's hosting both of those, and I can agree with that. I think that's definitely a possibility. Theory, 6-on-1 start. Looks for a 7th kill. Finally falls. Sharp now, 1v4. This is going to be pretty tough for him to do. Second player is actually going to be there. In fact, he knows 2 players in there, but didn't anticipate someone coming in from the flank. That's going to be all tied up now. 2 rounds apiece.
Quick update while we're waiting for the next round to start. It is looking like Envy should take it. They're up 8 points in uplink, 90 seconds to go. That would force a game 5.
Okay, that's some good play coming in from Envy. They're up 10 points now, actually, as they get another 2-point play. So, game 5, Envy FaZe. You have Slasher as your top 5 S&D players, so you would assume FaZe take that one?
Well, I also have Zuma in there.
That's true.
And Saints is right on that fringe, so I think actually Envy takes it.
Envy takes that S&D.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just to be different. I'm gonna say FaZe minute, just because we always.
Who's got most kills?
In what? The S&D. Most kills?
Yep.
That's concerning because I want to say Emmy. We'll see. We will see. 2v4 though.
Looney in theory again opening things up strong. Not a good situation for Formal or Nade Shot. Formal has to feel pressure from the back. Still looking into A where the bomb. It was trying to move. Nade Shot trying to cross to the middle, and he's going to be picked up by Goon. 1-on-4. Formal cleaned up.
Are things finally starting to click for TK? Because for me, it was getting very nervous as to kind of how long it was going before they managed to get into full momentum. You know, you have 4 players inside a team house. You expect them to be winning, right? Especially a team who we know can be explosive on LAN. This TK lineup, very, very talented. A win here against OpTic Gaming would be massive for morale going into the rest of Season 1.
We'll see if OpTic can take this round. Theory 7-2 has been explosive in their round wins.
Formal first blood. That's big.
Yeah, especially at B.
Gives OpTic Gaming just a sigh of relief, if nothing else. Someone watching the fight that's going to be sharp, but Theory needs to try and make a play here.
And it's not going to be an easy play. You just lost your cover and Looney.
Let's see.
Do you rotate to A now? I mean, Sharp's getting tagged up as he runs there.
I think that's the sharp play, but realistically, they just need to kill. They need to pick. And I think
they need an OpTic mistake.
I think he's going to get the... Ooh, Formal didn't actually show himself fully. Sniper rifle comes out.
There it is.
He sees Formal. Gets the kill.
Nice shot.
So, that's the pick they needed. 2v2 as well. Sharp actually got a kill amongst all of that. The map now completely open. 30 seconds left.
And Sharp rotated back into Biolab, so they're going to go after B again. I like this decision from Team Kaliber.
Should be bomb planted. Who is that player? Oh, no, it's not. Nade Shot.
What an angle.
That's a nasty angle.
Did not know you could get that shot
like,
in that.
I'm using that one in rank play. That is... It's a sneaky little position Nade Shot's got there, and then of course Crimsix comes in and cleans up the last kill on
OpTic ties it up though.
This is very close though. Very close. Not what I think either of us would have expected.
Nay.
You know, when you say, oh, OpTic Gaming versus TK, you look at recent run of events, you would assume this would be a very swift 3-0 victory, but I have to give TK some serious props. They are really impressing me right now.
Nade Shot's going to take the bomb for OpTic. This is a hard B push at the start. There are 2 players from Team Kaliber set up to defend it. And Nade Shot could feel some pressure from the top. His teammates clear it out. Krim and Scump say B is wide open. But they're not going for the plant. They're going for the kills. And Nade Shot will be punished because of it. Sharp takes him down. Krim picks up his second kill of the round. And it's all up to Looney now. A 1v3. This is looking like it is all OpTic Gaming's as Scump is going to move the bomb in.
Oh, Looney did see him. I think Scumpy's going to continue to plan.
Yeah, I think he saw more than just Scumpy, though, did he?
I would assume, but he picked up one. Couldn't get out, though. That would have been very impressive if he'd managed to find the second kill there. But 4-3 now in favor of OpTic Gaming. Is the comeback in this Search and Destroy has been impressive.
A little bit nervous here for OpTic, but they got to be feeling good. If TK can come back and steal this S&D, they will be up 2-0 in this series with OpTic against the ropes. But for now, it's TK.
I mean, we both kind of agree. You know, you look at the other 2 respawns, CTF and Uplink, and you would assume at least the gaming would be able to take the momentum. Could be such a big thing. I think it's the stat is like now 91% of the time, I believe, when a team goes 2-0 up, they close out the series. So
it's a pretty solid percentage.
Pretty tough to make a comeback. On Advanced Warfare, I feel, in a best-of-5 series. First blood already down. I want Nade Shot on Looney. Theory with the bomb.
Uh-oh.
Should see Formal.
Formal saw him too, though.
Uh-oh.
And you hear the call out. Well, you see Nade Shot was trying to push up. Nice cover, though, by Goon. Top green. Unfortunately, those players coming from red, and now it's Goon.
Oh, Krim's just got a 3-piece.
And Krim is just slaying his way through everybody.
Oh, how someone gets a 3-piece on the flank is questionable. Oh, Scumpy, they got that skill. Okay. Whew. That makes me feel a little bit better.
That's not too overwhelming.
Yes. If Krim's flanking, picking up a 3-piece, then that's when some questions need to be asked about your strategies.
OpTic, 1 round away. After this, we'll jump into game number 5. We have FaZe versus Envy for a spot in the semifinals.
That's actually the winner of both of these 2 games play each other in the semifinal.
Heyo.
So, potential. I would love to see Envy versus Donaldo. I'm not gonna lie, as the grand final.
Right.
Just because
the 2 teams affected by that roster.
Exactly. 5-4 though. Very
that
quick
was
round
a
from TK.
super fast round.
I looked at you, looked at the screen, the round was over. So.
I was watching the screen. It's nothing but dead bodies coming in from OpTic. TK just swarming all over him. And here is Theory picking up 2 in your round-ending kill cam.
I like that. Just change things up a little bit. Take the game to OpTic Gaming. Change the pressure and just really amp it up. That's what you need to do if you TK.
Sharp, Loon, and Goon. All negative here. It's been the Theory show. He's +6.
It's basically Theory versus Crim at this point. It's honestly identical digits, but Formal has 1 more kill. And you look at the kills, they're exactly even.
OpTic again, not pushing in too heavily on the B bomb site. Now they're starting to rotate. You had a player flirting there at the Biolab tunnel.
Yeah, Sharp just kind of peeking through. OpTic gonna play this one pretty passively, pretty traditional. 2 on each site. Now finally they spring into life. That's gonna be Crim looking towards mid Biolab, but the action really is going to come from this middle side. Formal with the sniper rifle isn't going to see anyone just yet. TK again.
Now.
Play.
Oh,
wow.
That is a huge miss shot.
And immediately TK's like, yo, peace out.
Look at that bomb. The bomb is so far ahead of them. He is already down at A before Crim even gets across the middle.
Oh, Crim could have potentially just shot himself in the back. There.
Uh-oh, he's still got it.
Needs that kill, gets it. Player above him.
And the shots aren't going to connect. Great escape from Crim 6, drawing players out of position. Scump and Nade trying to come in. You see Nade shot picks up 1 on Goon. There's a second one on Looney.
Wow.
This is the final kill on Sharp. And now you're going to see OpTic Gaming tie up the score 1-1 there in the best of 5. We got the quarterfinal match going on right there, but we got another one here on our screen. Let's go right into it. This is game number 5, Envy versus FaZe. You're watching Ake's point of view.
They're smoking. Yeah, they're in garage. They're in garage. Stay up, stay up, Pat. I'm lockers right now. Oh, you guys are both there, aren't you?
I mean, nice, kill teammate, kill teammate. Nice, 2 down.
42, 42.
1 on the wall, 1 on the wall, 1 on the wall.
Yo, just wait, just wait. Do we have our mid street? Yeah.
That kind of has it.
Pat, where are you at?
I'm not.
Oh, wait, Pat, they can't come behind you though.
Where?
Nice.
Nice.
Saints was by pit somewhere. He's pit. Dude, Saints. Oh, he's in school. He's on B bomb. On B bomb.
Yeah.
On the bomb.
The
Might have went through. Yeah, he's lockers. He's lockers. You might rush.
Rushing you.
No, I was trying to dip for you, dude.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah, I was trying to fucking dip and like stay alive, but
Yeah.
Dude, that fool stole my 2-piece from me.
He like shot me through the wall. Good job, guys. Nice shot, Marcus. That was a big one.
I
let's
know
finish off.
Renato's gonna challenge.
Yeah, he's a fucking 8. Let's go.
Switching sides.
Oh, we should be up 3-0, yo. Come on, let's get it.
Search
Easy
and
round,
destroy.
Jeff. Play for that first
Alright,
play.
let me know how many cross again.
Yeah, I got you,
Yo, Nabel, play your life. Marcus, I'm gonna come with you and sit on the ramp
Destroy
glitch.
the objective.
Bet.
I'm watching if they rush elbow then.
Buddy, I didn't see it. No, he got me.
Yeah, he came back.
There was one crossed after he sniped me.
I'll grab bomb. Where did he snipe you from, Austin?
Middle
Nah.
street.
Hold on. We're at mid street.
I'm pushing up.
Like,
I'm in.
their side, like by school steps, kind of. And then one cross B after he sniped me. So he might be over here, Marcus.
I'm gonna.
I'm nading B bomb. I hit one on B bomb. He's weak.
I don't have anybody watching mid street.
He might be in lot. He might be in lot.
I'm gonna jump in school window. It's gonna be kind of risky.
One's back green, you just jet back.
School window, dead.
Alright. 3v3. You guys got this. Yo, Pat's on a flank.
No, he's in garage. He flanked. Fuck, he flanked. He's in a garage.
Got him.
Nice. One. Last one. Last one. Saints.
Who's in B?
Where are you?
Pat, where you at, Pat?
Oh, he's back garage. Back school.
Stay up, Pat.
He's not rushing me. He went back in school. He went back in school.
Came back to you.
I gotta put this down, Pat.
I'm here.
Putting it down right now.
He's mid street.
It's mid street.
Nice.
Nice.
Baby,
Pat.
let's get it.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, Oh, dog.
Yeah, that was big offense. Nice job.
This intuition. Look at this.
Next time, if they don't cross right away, I'm just gonna dip because they're gonna be doing that shit again. They're trying to bait.
Nice, Pat.
And there you see the end of round 4. FaZe jumping out to a 3-1 start. We're going to switch over to an Envy stream here to watch the offense.
Try and hit from middle street. Almost on there.
As you can see, Aches topping all players, currently at 5-2. Nameless now on your screen as Envy is looking for their second round win. Desperately needing one here on the attack.
I think that's what you get with Aches, though. He's explosive. In moments like this, 5-5 S&D, he's going to come alive. You could have one of the slowest series you've ever seen him play. And all of a sudden, when his team needs him, he steps up. Really, really impressed, though, with the communication again. We touched on that before, but we both kind of looked at each other after that last round. I'm like, oh, wow. No arguments. Not kind of what you expect to hear when you think of those players. Or the old players, I should say.
Very positive communication all day on the FaZe side. And Zuma is going to open things up for Envy. There's the first blood. Player spotted inside of school. That's going to be taken care of, it looks like, now by Nameless. He's going to be pushing in, and Slasher taking out Merc. Actually makes it a 3-on-3. Zuma answers back, taking out Slasher. So Envy with the advantage. Bomb to go down any second here, and it's planted.
Saints actually managed to pick up a nade kill, and that is going to be the round over. So Envy staying alive.
Looking solid.
I like it.
We'll bring it back over to the FaZe crew for the next attacking round. First,
He literally shot me like.
your round-ending kill cam.
They're playing picks like that. Everybody just back up. Let them waste time. Like turtle bombs.
I love that kind of leadership. I think that if Aches and Enable can manage to find a way of getting a team together with the likes of Slasher as well, I think it's going to be a nasty team. You add Miracles there too for the hype. Honestly, this team has so much
I really didn't see the addition of Miracles coming.
It's kind of it's a curveball, right?
Yeah.
It really is, because you have that Miracles killer kind of duo ship that you always kind of think of, and you kind of have to question, were they kind of dragging each other down, playing as a duo? I think, if you kind of let them both go, let them fly, let them do their own thing, I think Miracles on this team has potential, really does.
Listening in for the final 60 seconds, tied up 3-on-3.
Ready?
That was a kid garage.
Yeah, go to the back door. Go to the back. Right here. Crates.
Got in.
3v2.
No, you need me. That's me.
Yeah, you hit Marcus. Just wait, Marcus. Don't peek.
Yeah, no.
Right outside of Marcus.
I'm in back green.
Marcus is mid-street. Mid-street, guys. Let's go, Marcus. That was huge. All right, 3v1.
I think it was crates.
It's Merc. Yeah, he's in green. To my left. One shot.
Nice.
Go,
Let's
baby.
do good shots, Marcus.
Yeah, let's get it.
My bad. I got to start getting killed.
Going back over to Envy after your round-ending kill cam.
Let's go. Let's get this round right here. I'm gonna do the same.
Nameless looks out of it.
He does. That was the first thing I was looking at. I was gonna say the same thing. He looks.
He's got the donut. He's got to be feeling miserable right now. We'll be jumping right back into the OpTic TK match as soon as this is over. We'll take a 30-second commercial break in between games for YouTube, but here we go. Envy back on the attack. Are they going to go for the quick plan at A? It looks like all 4 members making their way in that direction. Nameless tagged up. Will continue moving through.
I got Blake from mid-street. I got him. I got bombs. One scratch steps. In Atlas.
I'm pre-imminent.
He pushed off the stairs.
I got him.
Bad timing. One's in green.
2 big kills for Nameless.
He's laying down in green. I'm pushing. Oh, in the back with a sniper.
He's open. He's wide open. Yeah, B's open, huh? We own a B, Ant.
Alright. I'm about to push through here. Trailer here.
Up their spawn.
I'm gonna plan A. Dude.
It was green, dude. Yeah, Mir was green. Careful.
I'm planning A, Joe. You gotta make noise, dude, or something.
The bomb has been planted. Go on, try and run.
I got
Wow.
Oh, I love that call as well from Nameless. Make noise at the other side of the map. Just try and help him get that bomb down. It's definitely helped. Nameless tagged up though. Look at that bomb site. He falls.
This
1
guy in office.
versus 2. I believe Miracle still has a teammate left. Now 1v1.
He's behind you. You just boosted.
Oh, clutched up by Enable.
He was all the way back in his spawn still.
Yeah. Yo. Where'd you
5-2.
go right there?
Frustration.
I really want to see the end of this game.
Coming in.
A lot of time.
Oh, we're staying on board.
Don't try to spark shot
Yeah, I'm not breaking away.
Alright,
Start of a CTF game, there's another 12 minutes of that coming.
probably 20 knowing a send. Overtimes and whatnot.
5-2. FaZe about to knock Envy out for a spot in the semis.
You guys can hit elbow.
This is such a big round for Envy. They just need to get some momentum. Obviously, they lose this round. It's over. But from what we've seen, it's been the attacking sides which have been mostly won, bar that last one. That last round that Envy weren't able to pick up, which has given FaZe such an advantage.
Garage steps, one shot.
And Ron, let's go. Let's go 50-50 here.
But especially this is the same game. On the right is FaZe on the attack. On the left is Envy on the defense. Exactly the same game. Only a 2-second difference, I believe.
Yeah, Egg screen just 2 seconds ahead of Nameless's, but very close, and we could see an interaction here on that street.
40 seconds.
FaZe has to get the bomb down, and it looks like you could see Eggs rotating over to B.
One's back out.
Nameless on the flank is going to get flanked himself. The patient play. Enable is waiting back in the hotel, and it's Eggs closing things out with the final kill. Back lockers. FaZe is going to move on. Envy is out. That means we have 2 teams in the semifinals.
Told you so. I said that. My predictions today have been spot on. I haven't got one wrong yet. I'm not predicting anything else for the day.
No, you got to keep going.
No,
you've got to keep going.
When you're on a winning streak, you stop. I've learned from you. Quit while you're ahead.
It's true. Go to Vegas.
You got it.
Yeah. Make a little bit money.
Go to Vegas.
Spend that money.
Oh, that would be great. We should do that.
When do you turn 21? I'll take you.
I'm
Just
20.
kidding, guys. We're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, OpTic and TK are in the middle of a CTF game. We'll be jumping in to side number 2 of Ascend.
Bully.